Oh, he's screen sharing for character sheets.
Good.
Oh.
I almost said good morning.
Good morning.
So that just goes to show you how this day has
8:06 p.m. in the morning.
Yeah, it is. It is 6:06 p.m. in the morning, on a Wednesday of all days.
Yes.
Happy Halloween. This is our.
Halloween.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Oh my
blue.
God! There it is.
It's blue.
Avatar Part 3 releasing straight to Twitch.
Yup.
Holy,
Wow.
that looks so good.
It itches.
Yeah.
A lot.
I
So-
was.
It's probably dry as
Oh
hell.
God! I just made you full screen by accident. Oh Jesus.
have to do that.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
We're a couple days late, but it's Canadian Halloween today. That's why. So,
Yeah. Gotcha.
we celebrate it
Yeah,
on a different day.
That's it.
Yep.
Oopsgiving.
Yeah. It's Oopsgiving. I love that. We're gonna jump right in. Last session, we missed last week due to some illness, but last session we survived a vampirate raid, got some cool loots, and all that fun
Some
stuff. But
booty.
we did get some booty, yeah. Before I think Kim's got recap tonight. Before we jump into recap, who's everyone dressed up as? The people who are dressed up. Not everyone did because life is busy. We got Aquamarine as Aquamarine in the flesh.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like dressing up today, just wearing your regular form, obviously. Kuno, what do you got? Is this an Adventure Time character? I don't know where this is from.
I'm Finn the human.
I know the name Finn, but
If he
what
had
is
a
Finn
mustache.
from?
Adventure Time.
I'm him if he grew up.
Yeah.
If he grew up.
And dyed his hair black. He's got a different god face.
Alternate universe.
Mac, who are you dressed up as?
I'm either the pirate, the one pirate from the animated version of Peter Pan,
Hold on,
Smeagol,
someone-
not Smeagol. Smee.
or I am Waldo with these tiny. It's the glasses that do it. It's the glasses. It's just like, hi, I'm Shmee. I'm Shmee.
I love it.
As soon as with the background, I was like, oh my god.
It's so good. Kim, what are you dressed up as?
I am a zebra
Deborah the zebra.
broken out of
I
your
love
local
it.
zoo.
Oh no.
Madagascar?
Yeah, maybe.
Been trampling around the house with the cat all day.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm going from left to right. So next is Club, but out of the corner of my eye, I just see fucking Bear with a shit-eating grin that I can only see because of his eyes, not because of his mouth. Club, did you dress up as anything today?
Yes, I am dressed up as a struggling college student.
Oh shit!
It's very accurate.
That's hitting close to home for sure.
Did you do the bags under your eyes yourself?
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
I did.
they're like little patches.
Oh my
Like,
god!
Yeah.
Where'd you get that? Yeah, that's great.
And you even go into crippling student debt. Wow.
Bear, I didn't know you were
Just
so
for that, just for
fascinated with ghosts. Who are you?
Well, I thought you would all recognize me just by the sight of me, but I guess I'll have to explain. It's me, it's Moss. Hello, everyone. I'm back.
That's why I was so sad. I'm like,
Listen,
oh my god, he dressed up as
you honestly, you had two choices for this costume. You could have been a ghost, or you could have just not had your webcam on and had your background be like a pile of sand. You really could have gone either way on that one.
Some fade dust.
That would've
Yeah,
also
just some
been good.
purple sand. Yeah. Oh.
There's a
Happy
pile of
Halloween,
purple sand.
Just a single, that's all that's left. It's just 30 grams of moss. Sounds like a cologne.
In Soren's pocket.
Oh.
Hey, save it for a good time.
Jesus, mix it into your drink.
You'll have really
all right.
great dreams.
Guys, it's session 72 of
also known
of
as
the-
69 Part 4.
Wait, does that math check out?
Part 3.
2,
The
3.
bit continues.
No, it might be part 4 because
No, I think she's right. 69, 70 is part 1. Yeah, it is part 4. It is part 4. The anthology continues.
69, the fourth part.
It's how they name all the Sharknado movies.
Yeah.
All right, Kim, bring us in on what actually happened last session.
Okay. Well, let me check my notes here. So last time we were just sailing innocently, of course, and then we were beset upon by a ship full of vampirates, where I was freaking out just like a little bit, because there was all these vampirates. Oh, and we're picking them off one by one, and then it's like, okay, well, like, who drives this ship? Who's the captain? So I was freaking out a little bit, as all of those vampirates are exploding every time they die and slowly blowing up their ship. They start boarding our ship, and the spooky captain, he's really yucky. He comes out, but Brigand and Kuno, they take care of him. It's fine. Except for every time any one of these vampirates dies, they do explode everywhere and light our ship on fire. Well, there's a little modicum of freaking out. Few people go down, but it's fine. Nobody dies, I think, right? Well, kind of. But Mork makes a valiant sacrifice of himself and poofs out of existence, while Brigand and Kuno and Soren and everybody, they just nuke the captain. So we do survive. The ship, she has taken heavy damages. So I spend the next 2 weeks freaking out just a little bit and plugging many holes because we take on a lot of water, but it's okay. Brigand did find some cool treasure. He recovered a chest from the pirates' captain's quarters that had like a spooky puzzle in it, and like I was eating a snack and taking a break from making repairs and just kind of watching everybody do it. But Brigand did figure out that the spooky puzzle opened with the word undead, which I was like, oh, teehee, that's kind of funny. But he opened it, and inside were many treasures for me, I guess. Lots of cool scrolls. So, soon I'll learn how to light the ship back on fire again. Other than that, we spent a couple weeks, sailing, limping ourselves along through the water, being like, oh, we're gonna get to port and it's gonna be great, and we're gonna say hi to Aqua's mom, and everybody's gonna be super happy about it. And we get there, and we are greeted by an army, and I think we're about to be arrested. But
I forgot about that.
That's kind of it. We might be arrested. I'm not sure. Hopefully, no one dies this time. That's it.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. I'll fight the entire army.
If only you were here. Now I have the highest charisma stat.
Yeah, then I could just talk our way out of it like the good old times.
I'll have to channel Moss.
No, sorry, I'm fishing. What'd you say?
Moss, we need to get out of being arrested.
Who's Moss?
Moss?
Brigand takes the blanket off his head. Who's Moss?
I thought it was someone else.
Just got a glimpse of
Suppose I was just seeing things.
I thought these people were gonna be excited to see you all, or something. They don't look very happy about this.
Are we still flying that flag of Bashir or Boros?
Yeah.
Because we are technically a diplomatic mission to the Raquelian Isles.
We're here to
and
make
beyond.
peace.
So, before we jump into, I was doing some quick math. It is the 3rd of Banal is the morning that you arrive in the Raquelian Isles. Before we do that, we are going to rewind time just under 2 weeks ago while you were still aboard the ship. This is a few days after the encounter with the vampirates, so repairs are ongoing, but going well. We are gonna instead pause for a moment for a little, we'll call it like a little palate cleanser before we get to the Raquelian Isles. On the 21st of Kaidur, is Niall's birthday.
Aw, you did that on purpose.
Max, like, I see that. I see that.
see you. I get it.
I get it. Niall, it's more or less a normal day. And honestly, it might take a little bit for you to even realize that it is your special boy day where you grow 1 year older. How old is Niall?
You feel the life.
Niall was 22.
Yeah,
and
you
I was
just feel like
23.
your bones start cracking.
Niall just gets up
your
one
knees
day and
pop.
just knees start cracking. One day you get up and you just start cracking everywhere and
just
nothing. You just don't look
happens,
back.
yeah.
Don't question it
Never
either.
stops.
Sorry, Niall, how old are you?
He was 22, so now he's 23.
A growing lad.
Got it. Is that correct? Or are you 24 because we've been time traveling? I think
Well,
you're.
wouldn't you
I was in the
same.
Feywild, so
Yeah, I think your calendar year you would be 24, but biologically you are 23. So we'll go with 23.
Yeah.
Calendar
Yeah, we're going with
year
23
you
instead of
are.
thinking about it.
You are.
Calendar
You
year,
are
your
parents,
technically.
Yeah.
your parents think you're 24, but you
Yeah,
are
you
so
get
now
to-
I'm even younger than my sister.
Yeah, correct. It's very, very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get up to anything on your birthday? Or does anyone who knows Niall well enough think that they would have noted? Oh, Aqua's furiously nodding her head.
Niall wouldn't really acknowledge it until anyone else did. So
All right, then we will go to Aqua for a moment to see what Aqua's got in store. You're muted. You're muted, Aqua.
If I was to guess how Aqua is, sorry, I did not say much. Is like she's not confident enough of what day Niall's birthday is because Niall vaguely said it one time, kind of snuck it in, and she went, "Oh, I needed to write this down," and never wrote it written down. But she knows it's this month. She knows it's soon. So every morning she's like, "No, okay, he seems normal. He seems normal." And then the one day she can tell, because perception, or like she can notice things really well, that Niall's eye kind of twitched just a little because he doesn't want the attention, and she's like, "Today's the day, okay." And so
Places, people.
I'm gonna run to whatever kind of kitchen that we kind of have. I don't think we really have one.
we have
And
one probably.
And I'm gonna make I'm gonna attempt a form of pancake stack, and then just stick a
Yo.
little candle in it, and then when Niall comes down to properly make breakfast, I'm just going to start singing happy birthday to Niall with pancakes. Hopefully edible pancakes.
All right. Well, for pancakes, we're gonna roll for pancakes.
Yes, let's go.
What would a pancake roll be?
I don't know, you tell me.
Well, because chef's tools are a thing
Yeah.
that you do not possess. So,
No.
so we're gonna just say that this is an intelligence check.
Oh, thank God.
No,
Oh.
wisdom.
Yes.
Even
Years
Give
of
you a plus-
experience.
+5. Yeah, it's experience
+5?
more than anything else.
Okay,
Yeah.
a +5. Okay. That is a total of 15.
15. All right. So no poison.
Okay.
Fantastic. Okay.
Oh, this is itchy.
There it is. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, sorry, no pancakes. Sorry, I'm just pulling up notes for.
No, that's
session.
okay. I was just gonna make like a quick little sprinkle in this. If for the odd chance Niall doesn't smile by the end of that song, I would like to cast the Wand of Smiles.
Oh my god.
You're
Niall,
gonna enjoy your birthday.
You tell me, Niall.
I would probably smile by the end.
Okay. Just I'm holding the wand, going like, you better fucking smile.
After he finishes loading.
That's all. That's it. Sorry.
Niall, as you spend some time with Aqua, eventually you feel a pulse just in the back of your head, this like slowly growing like woo, woo sound. Start to feel it in the back of your skull. Elaine, is this thing working? Can you hear me? You recognize your sister's voice.
Elle?
Yes. Oh, good. Where are you? This thing took quite a while to find you.
Currently we're in the middle of the ocean on a boat.
That would do it. Listen, I don't have long. I don't know how long this works, but just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. And ask when you're coming home.
I'll be home soon. Well, there's some things I need to finish up and then I'll be back.
I have an inkling I know what you're doing, although I don't know why you're in the ocean. Did you end the war, sister? Brother?
Kind of. Sort of.
Kind of.
Not like me singularly, but the others.
Oh, right. Your group of missing peoples, I think.
Close enough.
Mom and Dad are safe.
Good.
We've left Bashir for a while. We didn't believe the messengers sent ahead from sorry, not Bashir. They've left Baras for a while. We didn't believe the messengers sent by Bashir that they were marching across our territory in peace, and so most of us fled. We're in Flintgate now. Though I can tell Mom and Dad are growing restless already, so I'm not sure where we'll be when you make your way here.
Just stay safe. If there's any sign of danger, go as far away as possible. Keep yourself safe, please.
You know I've always got an eye out.
Oh, I know that. Thank you, Elle.
Of course.
While you're in Flintgate, Mom and Dad said that Kronos was transferred to a hospital there.
See what I can find.
Thank you.
Didn't know he was still alive, honestly.
I'm surprised too, but he seems to never die.
I think this thing is running out of juice, but before I go, I was wondering if, when you return to Flintgate, maybe you could
Oh?
And the voice cuts off. The buzzing in the back of your head takes a while to dissipate. Make a perception check. You're adding +2.
I rolled a 6.
6, so
bad.
8. The end of that call, likely as whatever magical instrument she was using started to die, was too muffled for you to pick up anything extra.
Dang it.
But your family is safe in Flintgate. What does Niall do from there?
My life has changed in ways that I cannot fully comprehend in the span of what feels like 2 months, but has been much longer. And
That's cool.
I'm glad that you're here with me, Aqua.
Oh, anything for my brother. Especially on his big day. Oh, older brother.
Aren't you older than me?
Bah, it's just numbers.
Blah. Tomato.
Don't ruin it.
Take it as a roll rather than age.
Yes,
A
exactly.
very important
you get
role
it.
as Aqua's older brother.
And even though this day is about me, I said I was going to go back to my family once this is all over, but that doesn't mean until you are cured and safe. You take priority over that because
The fucking
well,
ghost appeared.
they are my
What a beautiful sibling moment. Wait.
So sorry.
It's okay. As soon as
Because
Tyler laughed,
Club
I know what he laughed at. I was like, oh, I'm trying so hard not to laugh
Club
either.
is in. I'll send a screenshot, but it's a row of all your guys' heads, and Club was in the top right because Bear's fucking camera was off. So I'm looking over there, paying attention, and just bloop, a ghost pops up in Club's place. Just
I
got
died.
me.
That's what happened.
Yeah, just. Sorry, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I really am.
It's okay.
Go back to family. Not leaving until I'm good. It's gonna say something.
Though my family may be my blood family, that doesn't negate how much you mean to me. Just with love.
Well, all the same back to you, Niall. But what am I gonna do when you go back?
Well, depends on how this trip to see your mother goes, I suppose. If you'd like, you can continue to stay with me, or you can continue to travel the world, and I wouldn't be opposed to going with you sometimes.
I'd really like that, because this stick is kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie.
This stick.
I'm not leaving you alone until this is all over and everyone's safe, and I can keep you away from being owned by... Well, I suppose we're all owned by him at this point.
I was gonna say, it's not just me anymore.
Until we're all safe and not in danger of immediate death, capture, or enslavement.
Yeah, alright, that seems fair. But, thank you. Even though you gave me a gift, you Even though the gift, I wish I could have done more for a gift. I thought we would have. Oh, there's so many pretty things at my homeland. Maybe we can go shopping real quick and find you something.
Would be fun.
It'd be so much fun.
And it can make up for us missing your birthday.
We missed my birthday?
Yes, we were in hell.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you guys are now. Yeah, your birthday was like 2 months ago, but you guys were in hell.
I'm like looking at notes. I'm like, I don't see it, so I'll take your word.
Your birthday is the 14th of Wildun, which is the equivalent of January. And you are in March now. Well, about to be in April.
So
busy life, stuff happens.
When we're on land with a proper marketplace, I will gather ingredients for something and we'll get you a gift as well.
Oh, you already gave me the gift though.
Well, you can get two then.
Oh, okay. Can it be a deck of cards?
If you want, then sure.
Okay.
But that does ruin the price of it.
Well, that's fair.
It's 9 months away. She'll forget by then.
Honest to God, yes.
Yeah. Both Aqua and Bubbly will be very confused when Niall gives Bubbly a deck of cards.
He said you wanted a deck of cards.
She's like, no, I didn't.
I did?
I did. Take your word for it. As we fast forward away from that little rewind, you are in or approaching the docks of the Raquelian Isles. And you are being hailed by someone speaking on behalf of the man beside him, Aqua recognizing the Lord. The man who isn't your father, but definitely contributed to your upbringing. And he is exclaiming that you are all to surrender yourselves at the dock.
I can clearly see that it's the Lord, right?
Yes, yeah. So the Lord, to draw you a picture, the Lord is on the dock itself. On the sandy beaches behind the Lord are a small grouping of soldiers wielding weapons very similar to Niall's.
Okay, guys, don't worry. I got this. And I'll go to the edge of the boat, and I'll look at the Lord and furiously wave my arm in the air, going, Lord, it's me! Hi, I'm back! How's it going? It's been so long!
You see the Lord kind of... It'll
dead.
probably work, yeah. You do see the Lord kind of step up to the man who's yelling out the commands that he's being given and kind of whisper into the that person's ear, and then that person yells back, "Will you surrender this vessel?"
What do you mean?
Captain
You have
Kuno.
chosen to enter
Kuno's, like,
into
looking at
private
everyone else.
waters. This dock is closed. Seeing as you have a personal connection to the island, you will be allowed to disembark, but your boat will be impounded for now.
Captain Kuno, is that okay?
How well,
That's really.
I will ask it for, I mean, so we better get it back.
Oh, okay. If we say yes to impoundment, when can we get it back?
Upon approval from the Lord.
Oh, we're fine then.
Are
you sure? Oh yeah, the Lord pretty much raised me.
He's also a man of authority.
He is?
Friggin' hates us to
What if you want to take your talking boat?
Yeah,
They love to do that kind of stuff.
Just, we just talk to the boat real quick to not talk.
Yeah, Solaris would be convinced. Perhaps we should hide any contraband, though.
Play dead.
Any contraband.
Hide the contraband. You guys do everything else.
Wait, is all my fish contraband?
Fish isn't contraband.
Okay, good.
However, the various endangered species that have been forcibly removed from their natural habitat may indeed be contraband.
Brigham is like a 100 for 100 in just catching endangered fish. And he's just like, what? Whatever.
He actually
they taste good, man.
An extinction.
Yeah.
He has no idea. Like, he's just like, whatever. It just tastes okay. It's fish, right?
Brigham's the reason Kronos
He
exists anymore.
hasn't caught the same fish twice.
Yeah.
Maybe once. But
I just have like a whole book now of all the fish that I've caught.
Just playing Animal Crossing.
What say you?
Yeah.
Do you agree to these terms?
Yeah.
Can I say yes?
Yeah.
But what were you going to say,
Yeah.
Sword?
I was gonna say, until we get it in writing, I don't want to agree to anything.
Oh.
Good point.
So,
Do you want me to say it for you, Aqua?
well, no, but we're okay. Yeah, sure.
It's received in writing.
Can we have it in writing? That was like literally after saying yes.
You see the figure kind of make a wave towards you guys, and for the navigator, you have learned some of these basic call-outs, and he is giving you permission to bring your boat in. And you do see some rowboats go out to kind of ferry you into the right area of the dock. It takes a little bit of time. Docking a ship of this size takes a little bit. You do see, however, Captain Kuno, as you are watching these rowboats bring you in, they are very thorough as they begin tying off your vessel, meaning a quick getaway would involve cutting quite a bit of rope in order to release yourself from the dock. The ship is lined up so that the main cargo hold that you guys can enter and exit from lines up with one of the larger sections of the dock, and you see the Lord, this commanding officer, and about a dozen or so of these armed gunmen, weapons drawn and just across their shoulder, their chest, waiting for the cargo to be opened.
And that many guns is cheating.
Apparently,
Are you supposed to get close to them?
you don't. That's the point of a gun.
Takes all the fun out of it.
Well, it certainly makes fighting a war easier.
Did it?
No.
Right, well, let's disembark, I guess.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
Solaris, don't say a word. Pretend you are asleep.
You see, you kind of like quietly get out, probably a little bit before you're fully in the dock, and you kind of whisper to Solaris through this, and you see the dragon figurehead just kind of like, oh, and kind of like reading the situation, like go into less like spectacular pose, and then it appears as if she has disanimated.
Oh.
Oh, she can disguise. Cool.
I love her.
That's really cool.
Solaris ate a
good.
snitch.
Believable.
Solaris
No, but she's listening.
She's gonna hear it all. Everything they say.
The
Oh my
wood
gosh, she's
hears
heard
all.
everything on the ship. I forgot.
Oh my god, she's heard everything on the ship.
She's heard
Oh, God.
everything.
What can
What
she
is
really
that?
do?
What do you mean?
Dear diary.
she cancels the lost and found. She puts a
Oh,
twist.
she won't cancel you guys. She'll just
Bring it
start her
inside,
own
we're getting-
behind-the-scenes reality
This
TV
is my
show.
call-out post to the Lost and Found.
We're killing endangered fish.
They're harboring endangered species.
Look, I got another one.
Discussions of illegal activity.
This one's got eggs.
Caviar.
Oh, so messed up. I love it. So the 14 or so figures, including the Lord and his commanding officer, await at the entrance to your ship's cargo hold.
I think captains go first.
Disapproving look.
Kind of like he's got his hat on. He's
Yeah.
he gives the guards like a nod and afternoon. He just kind of smiles and walks past.
How? Again, we don't have Foundry and I don't really have a map, but you know the dock is long enough that it kind of frames your boat. So it's quite a long dock and it leads to the shore from there. As you kind of disembark, you see, so there's about a dozen riflemen on the dock with the Lord, and there are another 24 still on the beach, all with their rifles trained in your direction. Not actively like looking down the barrel, but like ready for anything to go wrong. As you all funnel off following the lead of Captain Kuno. Go left to right again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Aha! That is kind of funny. As you all step off the boat, your father... Sorry, not your father. I'm going to keep saying that. The Lord whistles as the last of you step off the boat, and Aqua.
Yes.
2 riflemen grab onto your wrists and begin to gently restrain you. They're not like kicking you down on the feet. As you are all reacting to this, 2 each, the riflemen begin to attempt to restrain you. As that's happening, before you guys get a chance to react,
6 guys get brigand.
Yeah. Doggy pile on brigand. But before you know, as the situation is happening, so before you guys get an opportunity to do anything about it, the commanding officer begins reading out. Please do not be alarmed. You are being allowed temporary passage onto Rakelian Island. However, you will need to be held in containment until we can clear you of any parasites, of any foreign bodies, of anything that may be coming aboard our lands, unbeknownst to us and even yourselves. You will go with our guards willingly. Well, this will be as far inland as you get.
Do I get to keep my stuff?
It will be held
parasites?
safe.
Oh,
I'd be
you're
a lot
taking
more
your stuff.
willing
I
if
don't
I
like
just
that.
got to go with you with my stuff. I don't
You
care to
hear-
be inspected.
You hear a half dozen rifles click from the shore.
A good idea to fight against this when we have guns trained on us.
I promise you this is for the safety of everyone on the island.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not used to this.
I'll just drop the giant lightning sword on the deck. Fine. But whichever one of you can carry it, I better get it back.
Whoever
Yes, no.
has the sending stones, I'm going to just whisper as I like walk by them, like, keep them hidden on you. The sending stones, I would say, if I just wasn't
Yeah.
Chloe stupid and didn't say it.
I forget who all has the sending stuff.
Well, I'm assuming it's not
like I
me
might have
because
one.
it's not me because I can cast sending.
I think Aqua has one.
Uh,
Thought I.
Aqua,
I
Kuno,
have a feeling I have
and
one.
I know
Aqua-
Kuno has one.
Aqua, Kuno, and Nile.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we have it.
Okay. Cool.
Damn.
Oof. Okay.
I could. Never mind. That'd be
All right. This is weird. I'm not used to this. This is not.
As you
normal.
are escorted off the dock, Nikko and Nile specifically, you can feel the press of a rifle between your shoulder blades as you are led forward.
That's why me? Just no offense. I don't know what I did.
He's dead.
I'm not deceased, I hope.
Oh, I know why.
He can cast spells.
But you are all brought to a facility less than a mile off of the main dock. It takes a while.
Because
You are basically walked along the street of the port area of the Raquelian Isles. So you are led past civilians, other workers, dock workers, wardens, all sorts of stuff. You're brought to what looks to be a jailhouse. And you were locked into a classic Red Dead Redemption 2 style containment area. Clear gaps between these like jail door bars. You guys are not put in one big containment, however. Soren and Briggan, you are locked up together. Kuno and Nile are locked up together. And Aqua and Nikko are locked up together.
So just Soren pressed up against the bar.
It's big enough. There's two cots.
You're not
Like
that big.
it's big enough for
I cast
everyone.
Large and Briggan.
I just break out of the prison.
Yeah, and that's posted in notes as a reminder as well. But you guys are locked up.
What a warm
As
welcome.
the guards kind of clear out, and before you guys are left alone to WTF this, the Lord enters into the jailhouse. He walks over to the cell that contains Aqua. Aqua, is that really you?
Yes. Lord, this is really weird.
Your mother will be so happy to know you're safe.
Yes.
Make an insight check.
I
And
was
he's
gonna
gonna
s-
make an insight check on you with that reaction.
I don't know what my insight is, but
Your insight is +9.
so 23.
23. Please also make a deception or persuasion check as he is also inciting you. He rolled a 27.
Oh no. Okay.
So you can't succeed, but you... Oh, no. No, you can't. Even with a nat 20, skills
I
don't
got a natural
auto-succeed.
20.
They don't auto-succeed, unfortunately, so it's still a total of 21 versus a 27.
Okay.
He kind of like cocks his head, but what you see with your amazing roll, as he mentions your mother, you see a faint kind of wash over his face of regret. But then, as you're still digesting that, he leaves.
Wait, sir,
Wait,
sir,
wait,
what's
I'm over
your
here.
name?
Oh, if you want his name, it's well, I could tell you that. His name's Clarda Zenquin.
I'll call him Lord.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
why I can
who I'm
why
gonna start
you only call them
writing,
the
I can see why
strongly
you
worded
call him
letter
the
to.
Lord. Yeah.
I'll just call him Claude.
Claude.
Anybody else who's proficient in insight? So I think that would just be Soren. besides Aqua, can also make an insight check.
All right. Let me get this shit out of my way.
So are we all like next to each other?
Yeah. You guys are here. I can draw.
So we can shout at each other down the hallway.
What's my bonus? Is it +9 or is it +8?
Yeah, I think it's +9. Yeah.
Okay. 28.
28. You, as you guys have been walking, you're just kind of like, Akko was nervous about coming here for her mom's drama. Nothing to do with this guy. So you're definitely confused in that sense. What you pick up, though, is there are some of the guards who, as the commanding officer, who is really just regurgitating whatever the Lord says, gives commands. And, you see him kind of, point at Nikko and Niall to add an extra guard on them. You notice that the guards, or at least some of them, kind of hesitate and raise an eyebrow, but do not disobey any orders. But you guys are left alone.
This is off to a great start.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Always came back home to not this. Don't recall any guns ever.
So is there usually an army here?
No. Well, to my knowledge, I don't we also know that I'm a little woohoo, so maybe I missed something.
What?
But
what insignias did the guards have? If any.
Yeah, they had matching ones. The flags that were hanging from the light.
Are they any that, since I've been basically everywhere except for probably here, most just general countries, in general.
And I know war stuff, so would I know anything?
Yeah.
You guys can both give me a history check.
Yeah.
That is a +3 for Soren and a +2 for Niall.
So +3, 4.
Yeah.
I got
1
17
+ 3.
total.
17. Okay. You do not know this specific insignia. However, the elements on it are something that definitely you would be able to dissect a little bit. This is not a peaceful insignia. This is a protector insignia, which can be a protector of good, or it could easily be, hiding something. And there's lots of motifs hidden within that. But it doesn't scream happy-go-lucky Aqua to you, that's for sure. Aqua, you do not recognize this insignia.
no. This is really messed up. Is there a guard nearby?
There are two guards
you
in
saw
front
that they posted
Nikko's
one
pages, right?
outside of the jailhouse. As far as you can tell, you're certain they're listening, but you don't see any guard presence in your immediate area.
Cool. I'm gonna stick my arm out and kind of wave. Guard! Guard!
You hear some shuffling outside, and eventually one wanders in. Yes, miss. We're not to come in here. What do you want?
No one's really explaining anything to us. All I know, I do know we have to get inspected, and that is fine. That is, I guess, the new rule. That's really fucking new to me. I fucking lived here all my life, but how long do we have to wait here? Here specifically, when does the disease findings start? And why are you here?
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, I am not good at that.
You got it. You got it.
+1.
I don't have that. It is a natural one, so it doesn't matter what I add to it.
You see his kind of face grow muddled for a second, and he kind of mutters something under his breath. The wardens will be here soon. It'll be a few hours at least.
Wardens?
Hours?
This is sounding more like we're under arrest rather than waiting for inspection.
Oh.
Yes, Nikko.
So when you say muddled, was it like magically muddled? Because I assume he came
Give
to like
me an
in front of
Arcana
us,
check.
and I'm in the same cell.
Yeah, you're in the same cell. Well, and yeah, Aqua would
I
have
didn't
been
even
like,
pull dice out. Oh.
You're not prepared for class.
I'm not prepared for
0
class.
points.
+10 Arcana.
16 on the die, so 26.
26. This looks magical. There is like a moment of like his eyes growing, like his pupils getting huge and then like shrinking back. And as you're paying attention to that, you hear what he says under his breath before he says anything to Aqua. Beware the watchers in the mist. Beware the watchers in the mist.
Okay. Hey, cool. In the mist. Cool. I'll wait till like I assume like I hear him like away.
Well, you can see him. There's holes in the bars. Like you're in like a very classic.
Hear us.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's no concrete walls around you beside the wall to the exterior of the building.
Okay.
What is
well,
everybody?
I'll wait till
no,
the
go ahead.
is away.
Yeah, he leaves. He goes back outside to guard. He does not want to be in here. He's
Gotcha.
not supposed to be in here.
So does anyone know what beware the watchers in the mist might mean? Or who the watchers are? Or is anybody being watched before magically? That guard's definitely had his brain futzed with. Let's say that.
Oh.
Do the watchers sound like any sort of like, I don't know, creature or interplanar being we've ever heard of before?
I mean, you can
There's
make a
the
nature
voiceless
check.
from Soren's
There's the voiceless. Yeah, there's similar names.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the voiceless, the watchers.
I'm willing to do anything.
The
check.
noseless.
The noseless.
13 plus stuff. Can't read. Even with my glasses on.
Said 13.
Plus stuff. I can't read it.
Sorry, what I said history.
You said nature.
No, nature. Thank you. Plus 6.
yeah.
Plus 6. Plus 6.
So 19.
That's 19. Okay. Sorry, I'm just open. Sorry, hold on.
And he's opening a stat block of all the monsters that are going to eat our brains through our noses with a straw.
I'm literally just trying to open.
The watchers.
You had to do
in the
combat within
Yeah.
jail cells. That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Just reach.
How about I lightning all the way through all of our cells?
That's a great idea.
Catch
Just-
us all at once.
Yeah.
And catch all of us, and we all have to be grabbing on for an extra D8 of damage.
Yeah.
Is it D8?
Yeah. Just for conductive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Power.
If we hold hands, it's a 2 extra D8.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. Watchers, in terms of like creatures, could be. It's a really, really wide category. You've never heard that phrase, the Watchers, before.
It's not something I've read in a book
No,
about.
but
they get
Watchers
their
in
people
the
to sit
mist definitely gives you a visage of, hiding in plain sight, being on edge when mist rolls in, which is often going to be a thing on an island such as the Raquelian Isles. So
Quickly
Nothing
before the fog
specific.
rolls in.
Well, if we have a couple hours, we have some of our stuff. Probably enough. I'm gonna start recasting Mork because that takes me a while.
What
And he's
is
dead.
everybody else?
Soren has planted. Is there seats or anything?
There's
Nah,
cots. There's cots.
Soren has planted himself. I am going to cast. God, I'm just gonna. I don't know how to function without looking at it. I'm just gonna go to. I'm gonna cast. I was gonna cast Animate Blood.
Okay.
And I was gonna warg into my blood, so I can kind of get a lay of the land.
Okay. Just give me a perception check as you start to go through. And
Yeah,
do
I'm
that.
doing 3, so I can go like make a nice, like a spread out, and it can be within like 150 feet of me or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a nice layout of the prison while everyone else is chatting. I can hear them, but I'm not.
Yes, Niall.
I know it's gonna work, but I want to try and like be like, eyes, collective. I wonder if I can use collective powers to try and see what's going on.
I got a 14 on the die. Plus 5 is 19, right? I think it's plus 5, right? It's wisdom.
Yeah, plus 5. 19. The prison itself is very, very basic. There seems to be a couple offices. Nobody is in the prison. There are 2 guards directly flanking the outside of the prison doors, like outside the building. And across the street from that prison is another 6 riflemen who seem to be kind of at ease, kind of chatting, but their weapons are there as well. Besides that, no sign of the wardens, nothing like that. Niall, what do you want to do, bud? What do you want to try do?
I want to see if it's possible for me to like expand my, I don't know how to word this, expand my senses so I can try and figure out like if the guards know something and I can find more information about like what the Watchers in the Mist are, or figure out why we're being essentially detained.
Okay. Kuno, you watch Niall, who, by the way, the back of your neck is still glowing from your prior injury, so you are a little bright. You watch as Niall kind of steps up to the bars and kind of like rests against them and closes his eyes and tries to focus, trying to reach out, and you just give me a perception check.
I'm rolling so good. It's a 5.
5. You feel a mist in the air, a cloud, a dampening effect over potentially the whole island, but definitely the area. And as you concentrate trying to pull that thread loose, Kuno, are you paying attention to what Niall is doing, or are you kind of doing your own thing and you just know?
Kuno's paying attention. He has nothing better to do.
Okay. Then you watch and you notice this before even Niall does, because Niall's eyes are closed. You watch as Niall's form seems to shimmer as if water passes over his flesh, and Niall, there's no fancy way to say this, Niall's form turns into like a gelatinous sludge, and Niall pushes through the cell bars and then reforms on on now you open your eyes and it takes you a second to realize.
Niall.
Come on,
Niall.
Yes.
Get back in. I don't know how you got out, but
Get back in here.
I'm gonna try and do whatever the hell I did to slurp out and slurp back in.
Yeah, you press up against and you just kind of like, I need to be on the inside, and you slurp back into the prison cell.
The fuck?
Thank you, but what was that?
I would love to know.
Well, Niall, I did notice before that your blood was all yucky. We'll put it that way.
Think about me not being a humanoid anymore.
I will say, there is a little bit of a snail trail on the ground, though.
Think about
Soren just like, I knew it!
Yes!
So apparently I can go through things now. Fine.
Just kind of huffs and puffs, just like, well.
So if Niall can escape through the bars, are we being compliant or are we getting out of here?
Well, I did not do that intentionally, so...
I don't know. Like, it's my hometown. Like, but everything's so weird. I don't know what to do.
This is feeling oddly familiar.
Right? We just did this in Varas. It can't be the same sort of gooey. Can you, Niall? You can't feel like another gooey being anywhere out there, can you?
There wasn't.
Are we doing it all over again?
There was a strange mist that I felt, though.
Oh my god, it's not goo, it's water.
Maybe it's just a different form of the collective this time, though since I am the collective, I don't know if I would be able to, I don't know. Either way, something weird's going on.
They've been put their goo, but put in a demon humidifier.
They could a little longer.
Dehuman. Yeah, good.
Humidifier.
That was good.
That was good. That was pretty good. The door creaks open.
I pretend like I was in the cage the entire time.
Very ominously, the main door to the jail, not your cell door, kind of creaks open, classic Looney Tunes style. Nobody walks in.
Gonna try and like poke my head out and see.
See anything?
The room begins to smell little, oddly enough, a little like candy. Sweet. Door creaks shut.
What did they just poison us with?
What kind of candy?
You hear a floorboard creak somewhere in the open area outside the jail, and a sudden appearance of a creature, not a humanoid. Sorry for the delay. My name is Alden. I am warden of the Raquelian Isles, and I will be servicing your allowance on our great island. Figure has not turned to look at you yet. He appears to be unpacking some documents and other tools from a briefcase onto a table. You do see, though, from the back, a hunched, armored fellow. Probably just a little shorter than Brigand. Figure turns around and you see this squat front face of a tiger person of some regard. Their fur kind of matted around their jaws, where a darker liquid of sorts seems to have been stained on their fur, either from a drink or what have you. State your business on Raquel.
State your business. Who are you?
He just said he's the warden.
He just introduced himself.
I'm like shaking the cage now. I was like, I know, but like this doesn't make sense. I'm Aquamarine. My mom's Misty, and I don't understand what's happening. Who are? I mean, I know who you are. You just said who you are, but like, how long have you been here for? I need to calm down.
The wardens have been in charge of ensuring the safety of the island for the last 18 months. I know who you are.
You're new.
You might be a grandfathered-in citizen of Raquel, but your friends and that ship are not.
Okay, touche.
Then you can consider us emissaries.
Emissaries of who? Of where?
Bashir.
Are you here
We come in peace, we don't mean any harm.
Are you here for the council meeting in Leonora?
Yes.
You have strayed too far south, I think.
Well,
You had to dock.
also, I wanted to see my mom.
Also, she wanted to see her mom.
What goods do you bring with you in your vessel?
Goods.
Do not lie, your ship is being searched as we speak.
Goods, as in like things to sell.
Trade goods, supplies, foreign creatures, anything.
Outside of
Touch my fish. That's all I ask. Is leave my collection of fish alone.
outside of the fish, there are no foreign creatures on the vessel. Oh,
He's
wait,
making notes too, like as you're.
Actually,
Wait,
Aqua. Yeah, I was gonna say outside of Sunstone, Aqua's.
Sunstone's mine. He's my.
What is? I fucking forget. Mac forgets what it's called. What is Sunstone's species?
Chiron.
Oh, Chiron. Yeah.
The Chiron is on the ship, but they are not hidden.
Just
outside
be
that.
nice. Sunstone's really nice. If you're nice.
And where did you come from? Where is this boat registered?
We came straight from Bashir, like we said. We are emissaries from Bashir. Why?
He's making notes as you guys continue to offer up information. How long do you plan on staying in Raquel?
Well,
As long as
probably not too long, because we got to go to where do we gotta go?
how many days until?
Leonora.
How many days?
12
until the
days
council?
until the council meeting. 12 days.
How many days will it take to get to Leonora?
Well, if they let us go.
A few days.
Well, if they don't let us go, there's
No more than 2 weeks.
I'm assuming we're only
it's-
here for like
It's
5
about
days.
2.5 days trip
Oh.
from here to
Or a
Leonora.
little over a week at most.
Less than a week.
He makes
Because
note
he
of this.
seems mean.
The Lord has instructed me upon your sanitization to welcome you to the keep.
Okay.
He has prepared guest quarters for the 6 of you.
What are you so afraid of getting on your island?
Can Sunstone also be? Can you ask the Lord if Sunstone can join too?
Your pet will be housed. Yes, we don't need. He kind of like gets flustered for a second. Like, yeah, the creature will be stabled. We don't need to prepare a room for your creature.
Okay. First off, rude. Second, fair.
Your question, sir, about what we are trying to keep off the island.
Yeah. What are you
Make a
so afraid
persuasion-
of?
Make a persuasion check.
That's a natural 20.
For a total of 23.
Yeah.
Just under 2 years ago, when the Watcher arrived, the city and, well, the island were visited. They appeared to be refugees from a land that nobody has heard of. They kept stating somewhere southeast of the island. Nothing on our maps could locate us. Any type of landmass for them to belong to. And then came the disease.
Oh.
The Lord himself was afflicted, and he is not himself since that day.
Oh.
We are very careful, and the Watcher is helping to keep us safe.
Can I get an insight on this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I? Yeah, this freaking jabroni out here.
It's jabroni.
This
Jabroni.
goober butt.
That is only a 15.
15. He says the title, The Watcher, with reverence.
Mm-hmm.
And besides that, appears to be relatively truthful. Like, isn't open with you, but is answering your
I just wanted
questions.
to get how he his attitude, like kind of like his general, like when he says the Watcher, like how he gets it, like to kind of gauge how
There's
he
definitely some
feels
reverence.
about it. So this Watcher is they have been protecting the island since.
Not quite. The Watcher is a title that he goes by. He is merely an advisor to the Lord, and has been, thankfully, very wise on how to treat the disease that was brought here by these refugees.
What are the symptoms?
Paranoia, memory loss, sudden loss of appetite. He kind of chuckles. And eventually, insanity.
I'm sorry, did you say where these refugees were from?
They arrived on the very dock you did in a beaten up, barely afloat rowboat. Craftsmanship we have not seen before.
Is the boat still?
The boat is being held, yes, it is quarantined still. Only our scientists are given access.
Scientist.
Have they been able to, I guess, unearth anything, come to any conclusions about whereabouts and all of that?
Should you be entitled to that information, as by the Lord's demand you will be filled.
I figured I would also push my luck.
Pushed indeed. Creature stands up. Unfortunately, our operators are a bit behind. You will have to spend the night here until your sanitization can be arranged.
Here in the cell?
Yes.
That's what I assumed.
What's sanitization gonna include?
Ensuring that any disease brought from Bashir is wiped out. You will not be harmed unless you have something on you that shouldn't be here.
Be like planar, be here. Be like the, just from the depths of hell, be here. Like, what kind of be here?
Are we getting
Raises his eyebrow at you.
Just wondering. Just asking questions.
She tends to bring undue suspicion everywhere we go, so just best to just either answer her question or ignore her.
Rude.
I will bring in a meal for you. and ensure that you are properly cared for during your stay in the cells. Is there any items of comfort I could bring from your ship?
Technically Sunstone, but I don't think he's allowed.
He would not fit in your cell.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing I want.
Very well. As the creature turns to leave, Aqua, make a history or perception check, whichever you are better at, which I will pull up real quick.
It's perception.
I think you're right. Oh, yeah. +9 again. For Sapadu.
Hey, I got a total of 16.
16. As the figure turns to leave, and by the time you have this realization, they have closed the door behind them. You recognize this man.
The tiger-looking one, or the
You sure
Slurpy-looking one?
Slurpy looking. What Slurpy looking one? There's no
The
Slurpy.
only
There's one
Slurpy
man
one
in
here
this
is
room.
Niall.
Yeah.
It's just
You
Niall.
talking
You
about
recognize Niall.
Well,
You recognize this tiger folk. Alden, the name. You haven't been gone that long, but you've had a lot going on. Alden used to be in the circus. Alden used to be a performer.
And it's all your fault.
Wow. What was his job again? Or his talent?
Him and his twin sister were in charge of the trapeze entertainment.
I thought he said sister and the cats and this the other alone. Ooh. Sorry, one more time. What was his name?
Alden, Aldin.
Tiger man. Okay. All right. So, I forgot to ask them if we could have food.
He said he would bring in a meal.
Yeah, he did say that to Nikko.
At least we won't starve.
Just Nikko gets food. The
Just
rest of us
Nikko
don't.
gets food, yeah.
No, everyone except for me and Nikko because they seem to hate us for some reason.
I know why. I'm pretty sure it's because Blinkgate. That's my guess.
Assumedly.
That's my guess. Or they
So
just hate
I know the
and-
players
What?
and the characters have no idea what's going on, and that's what I love about a good old mystery here. But you guys are being left alone overnight in this prison.
I got some thoughts
Well.
for you guys.
Not to
I'm
bring this up
summoning more.
immediately, but
Niall just
Right.
I'd still go for it.
not to suggest this immediately. He says, "Oh,
I don't. I don't think. Wow, I can't believe I'm saying this. I don't think it's actually a good idea. And I'm only saying this just because they're really paranoid about diseases. So if they see that, don't think we might be burned alive is pretty much what I'm getting at.
a fair
Cleansed.
assessment.
I have some ideas. Now you could get out if, my talent I never use ever.
Healing?
No, I've done that more than you, so I don't want to hear that.
I think it's a fair amount, but go on.
I can impersonate one of the gods if I can get out and gather information.
We get you out in that case.
Yeah, if I can get out. If I can, how wide are are they just like probably this far apart? I'm guessing.
yeah, you
like,
can't even get your leg through, probably."
Okay.
I could pull them apart, but I don't know how well they would look pushed back together again.
We'd probably also make a really loud noise.
Okay, fair.
Maybe.
Maybe if
Anyone
we.
have the shrinking spell?
Well, we have a key. If I believe I can cast polymorph, we also do have,
I do have a key. I just unlocked any lock.
but it will only work once.
Time.
I don't want to. Well, we don't know. I don't want to use it on these locks because
Especially because
we're gonna get. We know when we're gonna get out. It's not like we're trapped here forever and we're gonna honor execution, which still might happen. But
What does sanitizing mean?
Because if they mean sanitization of any kind of weird thing,
Friggins' just scratching.
if it's the sanitization that I am familiar with, it is very painful, but you'll live.
You'll live.
So, is this Watcher like some sort of horrible demon from the abyss that's like pretending to trick these people and brainwashing everyone, or is it going to be like, oh yay, it's an angel, oh wonderful, Elysium's here, yay?
it gives me suspicion that the so-called disease that showed up suddenly disappeared as soon as the Watcher took over.
Oh, and the
Yes.
Watcher knew exactly how to deal with it. Of course, can't be trusted. Who are they?
Nikko, how did you get that information about the Watcher of the Mist before that guy mentions Watcher?
Well, he was like muttering horribly under his breath and going like, "Watcher the mist, Watcher in the mist," which generally people don't do. Just like, oh, haha, there's a Watcher in the mist. Like, no, it's just if they're
Eyes
saying
rolled
something
back in
very
his head.
repetitively, I believe they're charmed or otherwise brainwashed, or their memory's been changed.
And there was,
You don't just do that.
there was the weird scent, and also the fact that I saw some kind of mist when I was trying to do my thing.
It wouldn't be any more Fae tomfoolery, would it? Why this is just like an arch-Fae who's just like, oh, tee, this is
I would
mine
never
now.
count out Faye, but
I only purely think that
Surprise,
because
it's
of the
me.
candy smell. It's the ghost of dead moss.
it's actually just moss.
I'm just
Moss
taking
is just
over
like,
everything from
what if I
beyond
just
the
did this, guys, instead of dying? Haha.
grave.
Little
Add
trolling.
a little bit of spice, you know?
So we can't find out anything in here. We just sit in here and wait for our sanitization.
I'm not just
We can send Niall out because Niall can schloop out. Soren, your blood can schloop out. I can send Mork out.
Yes, but would they freak? Would they like just like like if someone were to accidentally see Mork, would they freak the hell out and act like I don't know.
Shoot
Like if
him
they
out
saw
of the
Mork.
sky
Not
like a
offense to
clay
Mork, but like
pigeon.
they're on edge. I'm just saying.
What do you?
On edge, and
If you never saw Mork, you're like, yeah.
I will also.
And he-
I think Aqua's already said this, but
He's-
just as a reminder, Aqua before meeting Niall had never seen a gun before.
And now they're just all like, whatever
they're
about guns.
everywhere.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that's how they get you. Once someone gets one gun,
Yeah,
they
dude.
disinfect the whole entire area.
It's just like America.
That's what happened to America. Yeah,
It's-
there was only one gun, and then it just. Now there's.
That's
They-
true.
they
when the colonizers landed, they
mitosis.
shared one gun. That's true.
Mitosis and
Just
meiosis
multiplied.
they separate
One gun.
and
the
slightly
guns had
evolved
babies.
and adapted over the years. That's how
just
guns
like
form,
Pokemon.
guys.
Pokemon.
Meiosis and mitosis. That's how guns split apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Science.
I don't
All right.
know if there's much we can do besides just wait patiently unless we want to get shot, arrested, executed.
Well, I can't turn anybody invisible, but with a little bit of a spell preparation and review of my book, I could polymorph someone into something small, or Aqua could just become Bakwa and flap around for a while if we think we're going to be alone.
Bakwa.
Scout. Or we can follow the rules. Aqua, it is your island, whatever you'd prefer.
I mean, ultimately, we don't want to get Aqua in trouble, so
We are here with a purpose, so we can't jeopardize the
if
purpose.
you want us to stay put, Aqua, then I, at the very least, will stay put.
Now's your chance to pull rank Aqua.
Ooh, sorry, don't say that. But I don't know. Like, I'm just I mainly want to go out just to talk to Lord and then come right back, but he might get mad. I'd rather this go really smoothly. However, I'm also still up for chaos, so why don't we just see what tomorrow happened, and if they say, oh, you're in here for one more day, then we just break out. Because
fair enough.
We don't have time for this. We gotta get to that meeting, and I guess we'll put a pin in the curse, because, frick this island, apparently, so...
What if they're connected?
Well, that sucks.
Just next time you see the Lord, just check and, see if he has any new tattoos.
Well, the Lord doesn't know about my back.
But what if he has one of his own?
I mean, maybe. But it's hard to tell with all the scales on his back and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Dragonborns and all.
Mm-hmm.
This is really...
This is
She broke.
Oh no, don't be too itchy. You'll flake blue everywhere.
Yeah, you'll get it all over your carpet. I don't know if
No, it's not flaking. It's just, as long as I'm not using my nails, I'm just using the back of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Just really wish I was a
petting
ghost
her
now.
face. Oh no.
I wish I was the ghost of Moss now. This is... But if everyone else wants to escape, they can. I'm probably just gonna wait here.
I'll wait here then.
I can stay around
as well.
I'm gonna summon Mork so that because I can dismiss him at any time, and then he'll just be able to pop out if there's any imminent danger to protect you.
Maybe once we hear someone come in, hide him.
Yeah, Mane.
Because again, I don't know, one, how they'll feel if something all of a sudden showed up, and two,
be curious someone.
How they feel about mechanical creatures.
Well, if they have guns, maybe they talk to Mechanus and the dimension, and they were like, hey, you know what's great? Mechanical things. You know what's also great? Monodrones. Well, duodrones. And you know what? They're kind of the same. Mork is just a gun.
It has been apparently 2.5 years of things changing, so...
That's a lot of industrialization in a short amount of time.
It's a lot of industrialization.
I feel like they probably just bought guns from someone who sells a lot of guns rather than Kleiner stuff.
Maybe they fought when Flintgate won and just stole all their weapons. Reverse engineered them.
If I could get one of them, I could try and see if they're Flintgate made or...
Yeah.
We just have to see one more closely. Or you should.
If it turns out the sanitization is something detrimental, then we'll figure that out as we go. Which wonder if they are changing the parameters for sanitization as things get more and more strict around here. I'm assuming so. It probably started at a certain amount of strictness and then eventually goes a certain way as they become more and more afraid of things.
Well, I guess time to tuck in and wait for the inevitable.
All right.
Yep.
I'm still summoning Mark. He's got a javelin in there. Hopefully.
Yeah, Mork is summoned, no problem. Eventually, a dinner is brought. Excuse me.
Bless you.
It is, normal food. Like, it's not prison rations or anything like that. Like, you guys are fed. The guards don't really talk to you. They kind of keep to themselves with the same insights that you guys have been rolling. It's definitely some apprehension.
Like
couple of them give Aqua looks a couple times.
Oh, towards Aqua.
Yeah.
What are the general like? Never mind.
As you push into the dark hours of the evening, anybody doing anything? Or are you guys being good lost and foundians? Taking a long
Taking a
rest?
cat
Oh,
nap
it's so
on the
hard. It's
floor.
so hard just not doing this. It's so hard just to sit here. It's so hard. Just like
Just sleep through everything.
Some of us are just like
Soren, that's
bouncing
what
off the
I
walls.
do.
We're like,
I was gonna say, I think at moments I'm pacing in the cell, and then stopping, sitting on the bed, fidgeting, then getting tired of fidgeting, then pacing again. Like it's just
Soren's just sick of that too. Just Soren's like just
at
every
one point
little
a
thing
rock's
is just
thrown on my head, and I realize it's Soren.
I would not
and then
throw a
I
rock.
take a sit.
not throw a rock. There's no rocks in here.
Well, you throw something to get me to stop.
No, I don't think
Just
I
like a bundle of cloth, you just like toss it, just like stop it, lay down.
So dumb.
Well, if that's the
When I was
sit.
just trying to do a headstand.
Kuno's trying to do that helmet headstand.
Falls on top of Niall.
Yeah.
One helmet headstand was just like
Kicks
like
Niall
straight
in
up
the
and down.
face.
Then be able to do handstand push-ups.
Yeah.
I love it. As you guys go to bed for the night, this is something I have not asked the party in a very long time. Anyone taking watch?
Yeah.
Okay. Aqua and Soren first watch. Give me a perception check.
If I roll,
On the dice is a 12, so I think it's a +9.
Yeah, so
21?
21.
I got a total of 12.
Okay. All right, with a 21, Aqua,
Mm-hmm.
and you are nearest the exit to the prison, Nikko. You hear outside of the prison a couple times. You hear the succinct trampling footsteps of a group of guardsmen patrolling the streets. That's something that's never been here before. At one point, and to anyone but Aqua, this would not matter at all. Out of the corner of your eye, on the very far side of this little holding area, tiny, tiny little mouse squeaks out of the corner and just begins kind of doing mouse things, scurrying around, sniffing stuff. It looks to try like dig in behind one of the desks, just kind of yeah, little rat things, little nicey things.
Baby. Tiny baby.
Little babu.
Little Babu. Too bad I don't have speak with animals.
His name's Jeremy.
Yes,
It turns out the mouse actually has the answers as to what's going on here, but not be able to know. So,
is it? What color is it?
Like a soft gray mousy color.
Can I kind of no guards inside?
No one's been inside besides feeding you and the warden.
Cool. I'm wild shaping into a blue mouse, and I'm gonna walk up to this mouse.
Soren's like, where the hell did...
You just watch as like all of Aqua's existence just kind of like and then morphs into this tiny little mouse. You're just like, oh, well, we're doing that. You haven't even noticed the mouse yet. You're just like, oh, okay. You
Yeah, I
see it
just
in the
noticed
distance.
Aqua, and then...
It's just
yeah,
like,
I just
what the
noticed
hell,
Aqua, and I'm
man?
like, what's the...
We literally
fuck?
talked all afternoon about not sneaking out. And Aqua turns into a neon blue mouse. You kind of scurry up to the other mouse. The other mouse is like kind of like takes a couple little mouse steps back and like looks at you. You swear at one point you see the mouse like scratch its head, like pondering.
Okay, I will do the same kind of thing, but motioning back to the cell to like, want to talk over there.
The mouse starts to bound away and is apparently going back into the corner.
Oh.
Want to chase after it?
If it, just a little, but if it looks like it's going like outside or into a room, I will then just scurry back into the cage. I mean the jail, not cage. I mean technically cage, but
yeah, you push through and you follow it. It kind of weasels through a hole in the wall that you thought would lead to the exterior of the building. Instead, you are brought into a secondary room attached to the jail. This room is very different than the one you just left. White tile marks the floor, the wall, and the ceiling. There does not appear to be a door that you can see. You see the rat in the corner opposite of you, kind of like rustling with something on the floor.
Without getting into danger, get a little closer to see what it's wrestling with.
Make a persuasion check. Or perception check.
I was like, persuasion?
Persuade me not to kill you as a rat.
Aqua, just whatever, Aqua, just don't go too far.
That is a 14.
14. It looks like a small little like. Actually, it looks very similar to what Soren keeps on his person. A little collection of vials on like a leather strap. And it's apparently like it's kind of fiddling with it from what you can see.
I'll kind of get a little closer and squeak for attention and then try to do the open sesame kind of like motion. Like, do you want me to open it? Help you open it is what I'm trying to get at.
It kind of looks back at you as you squeak, not realizing that you had followed it. Kind of notices the gesturing you're doing and like slowly drags. Like it's the size of a mouse, and this tiny little bandolier of vials is about twice its size. It kind of drags it in your direction, and you kind of meet it halfway. It looks to be trying to pull one of the vials out of the straps.
Okay. If that's all he wants, then I'll just push it out of the strap then. Over.
With two mice, it's much easier than with one.
Mm-hmm.
The vial is cracked, but not to the point where all of its contents have been spilled out. As it is pulled free, a little bit of the contents kind of spills onto the tile floor, and the mouse starts like drinking from it.
Oh, I'm gonna take a couple steps back. I'm not part of that game.
It kind of laps at it for a little bit, and then it like looks up at you kind of joltingly, and the mice's eyes begin to glow red.
I'll take a couple steps back.
3 steps back, take 3 steps back.
As you take a few steps more back, the mouse now appears to be roughly twice its original size.
Gonna take some more steps back. Heading back towards the hole that I came in.
It's no longer a mouse. It looks like it's starting to grow and swell, but not just become a larger mouse, but seems to grow elastic and malleable and seems to be slowly transforming, similar to your own wild shaping capabilities.
I'm guessing there's a mouse just a humanoid stuck as a mouse or something.
I'm uncomfortable. I'm like, I'm in jail. I shouldn't even be here right now. This is not good. But I want to see this to the end.
You are now next to the crack in the wall that led you here. And by the time you look back in your little blue mouse form, you see a humanoid kind of like nervously like itching his skin, standing over the tiny little strap with the broken vial. You hear the panting of it, this creature thing out of breath. And then it looks at you and begins to take steps towards you. Can you leave?
Oh yeah. I thought it was just a normal mouse.
Okay. You head back, Sora, and you watch blue mice, the blue little mouse come back into the jail cell. Do you drop wild shape?
To stay hidden, I'm going to hide under Nikko's pillow.
That's what you see, Soren.
Soren's like, Aqua, what the hell? Just waiting for anything.
Waiting for anything.
Just like...
Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak. And then you just see a little hand and points. Squeak.
A little rat hand points at the hole in the wall.
Your little
That's
tiny
so
thingy.
stupid. I love it.
Soren is going to cast Animate Blood and work into his blood to investigate the hole.
It takes you a little bit, but you do find the hole. By the time you've located it and moved into the room next door, you do not see any disturbance in the room at all.
Not even the leather bandolier.
Absolutely nothing.
He just like
That's so
he
weird.
just dismisses it, and he's like, "What, Aqua? What did you see? There's nothing in Zen anymore." I'm like saying in a low voice, obviously, but
I'll get out of Nikko's pillow, so I don't polymorph. I mean, so I don't wild shape back.
Oh, I was really hoping you would. Just wake up, Nikko.
Just set her fine. Just set her straight.
I'm paranoid and I'm kind of bored, so I saw a mouse and I was like, oh, that's cute. I'll go make a quick little mouse friend, but I won't leave the building because, you know, like, it's middle of the night, like, no one really cares. So I followed the mouse. Mouse was kind of doing some weird human movements. I was like, ooh, this is interesting. So I followed the mouse into the crack, which is where I'm assuming you looked with your blood. And then it was struggling with a vial, so I was like, "Oh, here, let me help you." And then it turned into.
Let me help you, Dr. Hyde.
and then it turned into like a. Well, not a mouse. It kind of scared me. I don't know who it is. Don't think I recognize the person. And they started to walk towards me, so I was like, oh, nope, never mind, done with this mini adventure. So I went back, and here I am.
Okay.
Were you followed?
Oh, Morning, Kuno. And then,
And Kuno's like woken up by this exasperated explanation, just like, were
no.
you followed?
No, because if they were followed, Kronos, they would have been in the room with them.
Kuno looks around.
but
It's
I
no
don't-
context to what's happening in the conversation. Just like,
But he, I know it was a he, that's for sure. And then,
naked.
What?
That's naked.
I don't know. He wasn't.
That's
was he
for
wearing
sure. I
clothes?
know they were either.
I didn't explicitly say that, other than saying that it was a he, and I'm okay
you
with
you
Aqua
can tell
being
when
like,
a rat is male.
it's true. It's true.
Aqua just
True.
has
Love
a
would
sense
know.
about those things.
Very
And he sorry Tyler, he
Yeah.
he looked humanoid or he
Yeah.
looked like a human.
I mean, tiny rat eyes, very dark room. You couldn't quite make out the details.
Cool. Except for
But
the
it was
floor
a
white.
bipedal man of some sort.
Okay.
You didn't see anything other than when you run and he was heading, assuming towards you.
I mean, have you ever heard of the Rat Man?
Ratman?
So stupid. The wet man.
You know who has killed an abyssal demon? The Rat Man!
The wet man.
Well,
Demons for months.
I think I just saw a Rat Man of some description. Maybe more miles.
Get the hell out of here.
So you helped someone who was a mouse or a rat turn from a mouse or rat into whatever human type of
Humanoid?
humanoid. So were there more potions in whatever you helped them with? Did you see anything else?
I think so, but the mouse at the time was only scratching at this one, so I was like, must be important.
All I'm hearing is keep an eye out for some guy with a bandolier of potions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Either has mouse ears and a mouse tail, is possibly covered in fur or not covered in fur, and really beady red eyes.
Okay.
And if none of that actually happens, then shit.
Yeah, I will keep an eye out, but I am going to be honest. I feel like I feel like we have a lot on our plate at the current moment. But I will, if I see it, then I'll be like, shit.
I mean, it's not like he was harming me. I like you said, there was a lot on our plate, so I didn't really want to dive more into it. So I left.
Fair.
It might backfire later.
Well,
We'll see.
Yes, because they did see. So you're saying they did see you turn into a mouse?
No, because when I went up to them to like introduce myself in squeak form, they seemed kind of like. So
Yeah,
you know,
Were they?
that means they didn't really.
Well, they could have been taken aback because you had just turned into a mouse as well. They could. I don't know. But I guess if they did, we can assume. Let's assume that they did see you and just keep an eye out if they suddenly just like if someone just suddenly like is heavily like suspicious of you or something like that. We'll kind
I think
of
the whole town is suspicious of me right now.
a little bit more so than normal, I guess. I don't know, assuming they didn't. But either way, I mean, how often do you see a blue mouse? So
After you see a blue person. Oh wait,
Almost
my
it.
mom lives here. Obviously, there's obviously a blue person here.
I was just say I see a blue person almost every day, Aqua. So can't really answer that.
Okay, but I'm like, how often do you see a water?
Genasi.
Water
I always want to say ganoosh, and I'm like, that is not the fucking word, and
It's
it's
not even pronounced.
Water gabagoo.
Water ganoosh.
A water gabagoo.
Who takes second watch?
Okay, I understand. Yeah.
No, because he just can't sleep with thoughts of
Yeah,
Ratman. You know,
he's absolutely
I have to be
terrified
vigilant.
about
Kuno's like, I gotta
Ratman.
be vigilant for Ratman.
You thought your
Kuno
dad
has
was just
calcium
fucking
drawn.
with you.
Lyra, I know you're capable of cutting down fiends and celestials, but would you even stand a chance against the Ratman?
Ratman.
The blade shivers.
Oh, shit.
Stupid ass. We gotta have a. This is what Kuno actually was trying to hunt in the 3 months.
This entire time. Yep. Does anyone wake up for second watch? Niall, all right.
No, wait, Kuno.
Yeah, Kuno and now.
Oh, Kuno.
Yeah. Which you're in the same cell, so you guys can just bro out. It's really hard to sleep in the cell too because Niall is still constantly glowing. So it's like you have a nightlight in your face at all times while trying to sleep next to
I try and
Niall.
like cover it up and it doesn't even do anything.
Kuno
Yeah.
just like puts his
It
pot over his head
transcends.
to cover his eyes.
That implies that when you got woken up from Aqua being too loud, you sat up with a pot on your head and said, "Is it the? Were you followed?" I think is what you said. Oh, Kuno. But yeah, you guys take the second watch if you guys want to make a perception check.
Oh, I get to roll dice today. Let's go.
You got this.
Shouldn't have taken. I don't know.
Come on, Captain Kudo.
Yep, that's a.
Oh, baby. What's my perception?
Persopadu is +1, baby.
All right, 19.
Okay.
Ooh.
Niall. Your perception is +2. What'd you get?
So I got a 4.
Hey, killing it, thriving. Yeah, Soren and Aqua go to bed eventually.
Oh no.
The footsteps cruise around. You guys stay up long enough. The guard seems to patrol outside of the station every 90 minutes or so.
Good to know.
The watch itself is fairly quiet. I will ask for... What do I want this to be? I'm going to say just a wisdom check. So a +1 for Kuno and a +2 for Niall.
Our wisest.
Our wisest lads.
Our wisest minds.
Yeah.
We need to have our wisest minds on this.
What'd you get, Niall?
I got a 9 total.
Okay. Better than a 4.
If you add
What about-
4, I get 13.
So that's also a 9? Because you have a +1?
No, sorry. I meant to say, mine's a 13.
Oh, I see. Yeah, not a saving
9,
throw.
9 plus 4 is 13.
9 + 4, 13. Okay. What is a little confusing, and it's like the same type of sensation as deja vu, where you're like, there has to be a logical explanation for this, but you can't find it, and so it leaves that weird kind of staleness in your mind. The sun begins to rise. Earlier into your watch than what feels natural. But you've been on a boat for over a month. So maybe you're just disorganized. But you all complete a long rest. but you don't feel good about it.
About that long rest. It's like when you fall asleep in the middle of the day, kind of like unintentional, and you wake up and it's dark outside.
I was gonna say when you nap and you wake up and the sun's gone. Oh my god!
Like this is that time of year for that shit.
Yeah.
And it's only like 5 o'clock, but you like nap for like an hour or two. You're like, what day is it?
Where are we?
What year? But yeah, I know that. You're just kind of coated in sweat a little bit.
You guys all wake, and you aren't immediately surrounded by guards. You are brought back first. Aren't. No, none. Zip
We just wake up and we're just.
They were just They were just like, oh, they're awake now.
Now we can leave.
Yeah. For the sake of brevity, time goes by and it is early morning when you first awake, and it is not for several hours that your friend Alden returns, along with several riflemen. And he explains the sanitization process. One by one, you'll be led into a quarantine chamber. You'll be asked to strip. You'll be asked to shower. All the regular stuff of like quarantine, basically. And then Alden himself will sanitize you.
Do I get to put my clothes back on first?
I do like that me and Kim made both of us at the same
yes,
exact reaction.
After they get done at the dry cleaning. But yes, you will be redressed. Yeah. You will not be naked for the sanitization.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't want a giant cat man to lick me to like sanitize me like this.
You know what? You went there, and I'm gonna give you bonus points for that. But no, that is not what the sanitization ritual is.
Okay.
Only regular cats.
Only a regular cat.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brigham.
Brigham's been there the whole time. You're talking shit about the cat.
Brigham just has a single tear just go down his eye. I thought she really liked me.
You're a lion. He's a tiger.
Who would like to go first?
All right, don't jump out of all at once.
I'll go.
Okay, Niall.
No.
You step into one of the offices and then are led into a room that is floor-to-ceiling tile. There's a shower there, and you were given privacy to like go about your business. You're not supervised while you're clean to make sure that you whatever. Like that's all done. That's all fine. And you come out, and very much like a doctor's waiting room, Alden is waiting there with a clipboard for you to take a seat. So you may begin. Nalayan, is it?
Yes.
I will explain how this process works. I assure you there will be no pain. One of the things the Watcher has asked us wardens to be aware of when allowing anyone into our island is that they are pure. Pure in the sense that who they represent on the surface is who they are indeed. Before I begin with the ritual, is there anything you wish to disclose?
When you say who you are indeed, what exactly does that entail?
Many different things. Your physiology, your citizenry, your place of residence, your species, your... Really, what makes you you?
Well, I was born in a town called Baras.
Oh, there is no need to speak. I just need to know if there's anything you wish to disclose before I begin the ritual. Anything that might come up that will raise an eyebrow. That is.
You may... Sorry.
I love this. I love this. Rut-row Reggie.
You may... I'm not sure how the process works, but you may see things that may seem suspicious at first glance, but I assure you that everything that you find about me is me. There's no manipulation or control of my mind.
Very well. You begin to see a spell is cast. For a second, you lose your breath. It was pulled from the very room. You see images of your sister, of your parents, where you grew up, your first captain, the collective, what happened last night. All comes to bear. Huh. Have you decided how to tell your friends what it's done to you?
What do you mean?
Well, I say with utmost sincerity, you are no longer your parents' son the way you were. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You are ushered out of the room. Alden steps out into the holding cell. Niall does not come back with Alden. Who's next?
I'll go.
All right, Soren. Same process. You get the first shower in months, or at least over a month. You're all pretty salty and stinky, yeah.
I got a shower in frickin' when we were in Bashir.
Yeah, that was 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Ocean spray.
Ocean spray, yeah. It's just a cologne, that's all. But no, you were cleansed, and then you were sat in the same chair as your friend Niall was, and you were asked the same question. Is there anything you wish to disclose before the ritual?
Not necessarily, but I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually of what I am. And he just like, his like skin like changes, like his hand changes to like, I don't know, like clawed hands, like a dragonborn's hands or something like that, and he changes it back.
The process repeats itself. Again, I'm going to go a little quicker after the first couple, but there are a couple points that we'll stop at. He acknowledges your true self, and he wraps a metal bracelet around your left hand. As he clicks it shut, You don't feel anything, but you watch as your dark skin begins to transform into that same pink and a gray flesh of your true self. Just to keep tabs on who's who. It will be removed when you return to your ship. It's just the hand.
Just a hand?
Yeah, just your left hand.
Oh, not entirely. Not entirely.
No, just your left hand. Yep. He's just showing that of everyone in the group, you are you.
I am the most. What? Okay.
Okay. You are led out
Doesn't
into a
seem
separate
fair.
exit. Who is next?
Kuno.
Kuno.
We'll go.
Steps in.
I'm probably the most regular guy he's gonna see.
He's gonna say, like, I'm trying to think if there's anything that would stand out. He's like, oh, you're just like a guy. Why are you here?
Has like a
He
very
is Finn the human.
He is
really
Finn
is.
the human.
Just
Like
has,
joke.
a tattoo he's never showed anyone though.
Yeah, tramp stamp or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
it's
You
like
see,
right on his butt
he
cheek.
sees the tramp stamp. Genuinely though, he does not detect anything with your sword. It is not related to anything that he is here to check. You are clear. There's nothing that he detects that is worthy of note, which is good. Not everyone in the Lost and Found is a certified freak, and that's okay. Yeah, you are led out a different door. Who is next?
I'll go.
Very well.
Nothing wrong with me. Fully clean.
I did. I just feel like we're about to find something about Nikko. That's just.
Am I gonna find something out about Nikko? You're
Grab your
unadulterated
notebook.
half elven.
Is there anything
You're not really
that
a
you
quarter
wish
Namish.
to disclose before I complete the ritual?
Well, I have dabbled a touch in interplanar travel, so maybe I'm tainted a little bit, but you always leave a little bit of yourself behind in every plane.
Very well.
Otherwise, no.
He's got a weird read on you. He casts the spell. The breath is forced out of your lungs. Rinse and repeat. You see flashes of your wife. And a ring. And ash. And a massive pair of black gates. Suddenly you are looking back into the eyes of Alden. Interesting. Been a long time since any spoken have been on Raquel.
Sorry, spoken? No one's spoken. Well, I'm married, but otherwise, no one's spoken for me.
I do not think that is the case. Interesting. You have not made any agreement with any god that you know of.
Hold on. Sometimes I do say yes to things for the sake of finding out an answer, but that kind of agreement, I used to have a Fae friend, and he specifically said no to any soul deals. So I did listen to them eventually, I think.
That then implies that someone else has made an arrangement on your behalf. Interesting.
What?
And you are led out of the room.
I just want to say I called it. I fucking called it. I shot that shit from fucking full court. Just heaved it up. Fucking squish.
3-pointer off. Nothing but net.
Off the bank shot. It was a bank shot because I just was shooting that shot out there because.
Aldrin goes back to the prison. Aqua or Brigand? Who's next?
Brigand does not want to go.
Brigand's like, I'm staying here. I'll be in prison.
Brigand definitely lied about being totally cool with being inspected. He's like a cat at the vet.
Yeah. His hair is all up on his back. Someone get him a churro.
Yeah. Am I standing beside Brigand?
You guys are in different cells.
Soren.
Oh.
Soren's gone. So none of the people who have left have come back to the room, by the way. They are gone.
Brigand, it's okay. Like, the faster you do it, the faster it'll get over and done with.
Brigand's just in the gutter.
I don't know how else to help. I don't think we can go in at the same time. Brigand, do you want to go next?
No.
You should go. Conquer your fears. You can do it. Brigand. 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 Can do it. You can do it.
Aldrin looks expectantly at you, Brigand. It won't hurt if that's what you're worried about.
No, I just don't want. I don't know what you're gonna do to me.
He's got a point.
He doesn't say anything. He just waits patiently.
Just and I try to whisper, but obviously it doesn't work. Just use your muscles if you have to. I don't think the exam is like touchy exam.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the full physical workup.
Take that.
Yep. Listen, your health is important.
Brigand, if you go next, I'll buy you whatever you want.
I'll go next.
Hey! Monetary compensation, that's all you need. Brigand, you go in. You are shown to the showers where you are able to clean yourself. And then as you exit, you find Aldrin sitting on the same chair as I have described for your friends, as he expectantly waits for you to sit. Is there anything you wish to disclose before I begin?
No.
Very well. And as he casts the spell, this giant scaredy cat feels the air pulled from his lungs, and you see flashes of your brother. The pair of massive black gates. Interesting. I can see why you all travel together. So many differences, and yet a link between you all.
Yeah.
That Kuno guy.
Except for Kuno is he just your captain? No. Is he just the captain
just
and he
here
got
Is this just here for a good time, not a long time?
Oh, he's babysitting. That makes sense.
No, he's just
guy.
Soren's little brother. That makes sense.
Yeah, he's just a tag along.
Yeah.
Soren,
Mom said you have to take Kuno.
Mom.
it's my turn on the Xbox.
Soren, you can't go on an adventure unless you take your little brother Kuno.
Mom.
He's so lame.
So
I'm not lame.
I don't like. He's gonna
I
embarrass
just
me in
cool
front of my
sword.
friends.
It is cool sword.
Yeah, Brigand, you are led out, and Aqua, you are collected. Your friends have done very well, and I appreciate you encouraging them to cooperate. Your mother is looking forward to being reunited. Is there anything you wish to disclose before this begins?
Well, it's more like questions for you, but like maybe we can kind of talk about that later. Cause like, you know, well, we used to go to the circus together, so I'm kind of curious of like what your life is like about now. But I think
Circus
that's
was disbanded over a year ago, so we do what we
yeah.
can.
We'll need to talk about that after this.
And he doesn't respond, he just casts the spell. You see images of your mother, of a massive winged black creature, of your new friend, Sunstone. A bond that is growing like a seed in your heart. And you see a garden. Silver petaled leaves, or petaled flowers, and slowly browning autumnal leaves. Make a perception check.
Oh, this is different.
+9.
9.
23. Ooh.
You recognize this as a place that you have visited with your friends while in the Feywild. This is Moss's garden. And then you are pulled back into yourself and are looking into the eyes of a former friend. My, you're busy. And I guess it's good to know the rumors were true.
Oh, what do you mean? What
Welcome
rumors?
home, Aqua.
Oh. Thank you, Al.
Yeah, your childhood nickname was AM and his was AL. That's correct. Yep. This entire time. No, you were let out. The rest of you have been waiting in like a side street off the side, just kind of like kicking dust, waiting for everyone. It took a little bit of time, probably about 5 to 10 minutes each. So about an hour later, all of you shuffle out, all except for Kuno, maybe a little shook.
Soren's been trying to rip that thing off his arm.
Kuno's just like kicking up his feet up against the side of the building. Everyone else looks a little bit pale, or more pale, I should say. And Aldrin does not follow you. You are free to go. You have been sanitized.
Well, that was fun. I never want to do that again. I don't. Do we want to talk about what we all just saw, or should we pin it for now, or let's go on a shopping spree? Actually, ha ha ha.
Sorry, you guys saw something?
You didn't?
You didn't?
You.
No.
Oh.
Papa just always gets lucks out. Always just lucks out.
I grab Kuno's shoulder. Why are you so here?
Soren, is your left hand like in a pocket?
Yeah.
you're like in a jean jacket. Both your hands are pocketed. You didn't see anything.
It just literally just like.
You've got gloves, probably. I'm sure.
Yeah, Soren puts a glove on, just like one glove.
Oh, the Jackson hand. Let's go.
That's what it looks like regularly.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he hasn't been really wrapping up his scars, so he just wraps his hand up.
There you go. But yes, Kuno apparently saw nothing.
So, all right, let's go.
Yes.
Nobody wants to talk. Nobody wants to talk.
When Soren came out, he was like, they didn't do any. Now, did they stop you to put a thing on you or something like that? And it's just like, no. So now it's probably like, nope.
Soren's like looking for everyone's bracelet. Like, what the
It's
fuck?
like I'm the only one who got freaking marked, like in here.
You got tagged like a dog escaping
tough.
from a kettle.
Yeah, just like a freaking like.
Are you enjoying your scarlet letter?
Yeah, like my freaking.
That's so
Yeah, I'm
funny.
getting marked because they don't trust me yet. Over here, it's freaking slime. No offense now.
The slime has no mark.
Yeah, it could just.
You guys begin
melt.
to roam a little bit as you're trying to cheer each other up. The city itself seems as lively as you remember it. The vast majority of the citizenry seems to be going about their business. You guys can head to shop around. You guys can go look for your stuff. You can go to the docks. You can go straight to the Lord's castle.
Is there anywhere you want to show us, Aqua? Like I don't know, a reunion tour? Or check to see if something's okay?
I mean, I don't think we're okay, but that's a whole other subject.
Distraction.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. My bad. I don't. It's been so long. Like I want to go see the Lord and make sure he's okay, but I'm pretty sure my mom's there, and I'm kind of worried or nervous. Actually, that's the key word right there. Haha.
Aqua just starts crying.
And doing finger guns. It's a 2-for-1.
Put those away.
Hey, should we check on Sunstone? See where she's chilling?
Yes.
Make sure she's all right.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't know where they took her though.
Yeah. Well,
That's
they
right.
had to put our crew up somewhere. We had like 100 people employed. Are they just sequestered to our ship?
Probably.
That's
hope
why I
they're
was
feeding
thinking going to the Lord to ask
I would have.
where everyone went, and then
Since I can't get my spells, change them, I would have stacked locate creature today because we're separated from our creature.
From our lad.
And just in case we all get separated, Soren's like trying to have that ready because he's like, just in case we get some in there. Also, just in case one of us got switched out and we just suddenly figure it out.
Nope.
All right, so I'm gonna cast locate creature for Sunstone and see if they're within. What is the duration? The distance? I think it's. Wait, let me get it.
1,000 feet.
And it lasts an
hour. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would have cast locate creature on Sunstone.
Dope. Easily done. And decide. I think it would be within range. You get a ping on Sunstone. You kind of look and you're in like a busy street, so you like kind of like head to a clearing to like see, because it's like up and away. There is a smaller compound or grouping of building up the hill towards what is obviously the Lord's Castle. Like a mini village before getting to the actual castle. And that appears to be where Sunstone.
Alright, follow me on Sunstone. I just figured this would be useful because just in case we are in an unfamiliar place other than Aqua, even so it's probably changed a lot since the last time she's been there, as far as like maybe where things are, not the layout of everything.
Yeah, good point.
Okay. Y'all head to Sunstone outside in this little village. Yeah, there's nothing ominous up here. It's a small little village. You know what this is. There's a little like grouping of buildings that service the castle directly. So there's like a stables here. There's some granaries set up specifically to service the Lord's Manor, and there are barracks here as well for his personal guards, etc., etc. So you enter the stables. There's a stable hand in there, some younger little lad. Oh, I've never met you, but I've heard lots about you. You must be Aquamarine, is that correct?
Yes, and who might you be, sir?
Oh, well, you can call me Wenzel. Or Wens, if that's easier to remember. I'm Wens. I'm one of the stable hands here. Right, beautiful creature you've got. And you can see that he's actually grooming Sunstone.
Thank you very much.
He's taken a liking to me, I believe.
And am I hearing Sunstone saying, yes, I do, or no, I don't?
Sorry, say it again.
Did I hear Sunstone at all respond to that in my head, saying, yeah, I don't mind this kid?
Yeah. Sunstone is just like, he's definitely helped relax me. This place is odd.
Oh no.
I don't know if your home always felt like this, but if it did, it would explain the energy that you give off. Just always up here, mistress. And if not, let's fix it, because it's kind of batshit right now. Not gonna lie.
Oh no. Oh.
You don't feel that?
I might be too stressed to.
I believe
actually
I'm going to steal a phrase from this young lad. The vibes are off here. They're very off.
So true.
How is he such a young Kyron, but such a grandpa at the same time?
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
yeah.
it's amazing.
Boomer Kyron when?
Ancient creature.
Yeah, Boomer Kyron, Boomer Garfield.
This place is wackio.
Okay.
Shit be wackio.
Okay. I'm glad he's calming you. Wes, you are correct. They are liking it very much, and you're calming them a lot too, which is great.
Oh, good. That's good to hear. I will keep him here, keep him safe for now, unless you need him.
Sunstone, do you want to stay here for a little longer and calm down a little longer?
Sunstone looks down at his front legs.
Okay, I look as well.
He's chained to the wall.
You don't have a choice. Okay, and now my arms are crossed and going, Wes, what's that?
When's?
Yeah, whatever.
The Lord's orders, miss. Seeing as your creature is one that can take flight until the rest of you are cleared, I believe he was to be restrained. But he's been a good lad. He has. And he seems comfortable now. But nothing I can do about that, fortunately.
Well, since we are all clear, you can take that off.
I have not the key. You will have to speak to the Lord directly about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say Aqua. Maybe he's the last person who has any control of whether or not.
This person, by the way, is like 14 or 15 years old. It's like someone's son who just works at the stable. This is a McDonald's, all right? He doesn't know what the fuck you want him to do about this.
Man, this is a Wendy's.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're
just
right.
awkward
You're right,
folded
Soren.
hair
You're
on
right. Okay, well, thank you. Sunstone, I'm literally going to come right back and take those off of you because that is not okay. I am not okay with this.
Whatever you say, miss, but the lad's doing nothing wrong.
Oh, it's not the lad's fault because, you know, following orders, sure.
At this point that Wenz realizes you're talking to the horse, like with like full sentences, and is like, right. All right, so she is crazy.
The rumors are true.
I think the rest of the party is just like amused at everyone's reaction to Aqua.
Yep. It's like we've been dealing with this the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll give Sunstone a hug, and I'll give a silver to the kid, and then be like, and I'll be like, I swear though, I will take that away from you if this doesn't come off, and I'll go and find the Lord.
Well, like,
Go, please stop threatening your child.
Earshot. You know, Aqua, we could just ask Kuno to release Sunstone.
To kill the stable hand.
Yeah, Kuno just stabs.
Put him down, Kuno.
Snip, snip, you know, breaker of chains over here.
Unfortunately, if the Lord put it on Sunstone, I have to find, like, the Lord normally has good reasons. So I would like to just talk to him, and it sounds like as soon as we were all clean, it can come off. So I'm literally gonna go in, say, can we take it off? He'll say yes, and we'll just come right back out, take it off, and then go right back in.
Right.
And if he says
Follow
no,
the rules. Right.
For now.
and if he says no,
Then we'll go with Kuno plan.
Plan Kuno.
You have 24
I just want to know
hours.
what
You have 24 hours to release the horse,
coming out.
or Wenz dies.
Let's not kill.
We don't have to kill Wenz.
No, there's
We
no
don't have to kill
Slice
Wenz.
the
We don't
metal.
kill
Like, why are we
kill
killing
the Lord
Wenz?
before I kill this child.
I'm just gonna punch Wenz in the shoulder and be like, give me the silver back.
He's a minor. You can't attack him.
Yeah, Aqua.
You
Don't
bullied
attack
me
those.
when I grew up, so
They were your
There's some things we
age.
need to talk about, Aqua.
That wasn't your backstory. That was before you had agency.
Yes, before you had agency. Yeah, it wasn't your fault. All right, you guys begin climbing the hill to the Lord's Manor or Castle or Keep. And that's where we're going to call session 72. It's a short one as we kind of
Isn't that
set
part
up
four?
some plot, go through a couple little interrogations, find out that Kuno is indeed the normal one in the group, Good to clarify.
Hi, how are you?
It's the meme of like, thank God I'm the only normal one here, except Kuno's actually the normal one.
He's been talking to a fucking sword for months. I'm the normal one. We'll be back
They
for
said
your
I was the crazy
regular.
one.
Yeah, they always thought it was me. We'll be back next week. Hopefully less sleepy. I apologize. I think we're all a little sleepy. A lot of adulting this weekend.
It's the time change, honestly, too.
It's the time change that I actually did not know about until the night of.
Yeah, because I'm
which-
like assuming that you guys also do time change because
Yep, same. I think most of
We have to follow America.
those who participate, it's like all of North America at a time kind of thing. But yeah, so we'll be back for session 73 or 69, part 5,
7.
depending on how it goes. Yeah, thank you for watching. Good to be back, guys. I know we missed last week. Great costumes. Aqua,
Halloween.
aka Bubbly, again blowing it out of the park. I hope that comes off so you can go to work tomorrow.
I'll just call in sick.
you can just be like, I'm a little blue, guys.
Have you
I'm
guys
feeling
seen
a
that
little
video
blue.
where it's like the one lady is like, look, it's so permanent, and she's like wiping on her forearm, and the
It's just-
camera pans, and it's the girl whose
Lorax.
entire
Over his face,
upper
yeah.
body is covered in
It's
the
just
same
like-
tape.
It's covered in
And it's
Lorax
just
tape,
like, I gotta go to work in like 4 hours. All right, we'll be back. We'll be back next week.
Catch you later, gamers.
Catch you later, gamers.
Dude,
Oh,
I
hold
fucking
on,
love that.
I gotta change the scene image. Please hold. Please delay.
This stream was sponsored by
Oh, God.
LGBTQ.
Vote tomorrow. Don't forget to vote tomorrow.
No, please go vote.
Especially if you're Canadian, cross the border and vote, please.
Yes, illegally vote.
Very, very
Use
important.
Yeah,
that big
they're doing
license
it.
you've been waiting to use.
Yeah, your absentee ballot. Shit, I
This
can't
is your
find it.
last chance to commit voters fraud.
If you vote tomorrow, I will draw a picture.
I'm pretty sure I just committed a felony, but that's okay.
And
Uh,
you make
Draw
it
our
pretty.
Hey,
Can
you're
you
not in
dr-
America.
Can you draw our characters voting?
Yeah, I can draw that.
And who you...
Dude, that's actually
That's what they're
great.
voting
Draw the lost and found in the same line for a voting queue and just like little thought bubbles about what they're thinking of. All right, guys.
You got it.
Hooligans, we'll be back next week. Bye now.
Bye.
Night, everybody.
The Lord peeking through the curtains as the lost and found reached the outer village of his estate, smiled inwardly. I'm so glad she's home. I'm so sorry.